guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. These are always my favorite to shoot. So I'm here with Teresa and Tony Turnbull, who went with a franchise lately. They actually went with two. So tell everybody, guys, what you went with and kind of what drew your attention to this one.
We went with the Woodhouse Day Spa franchise. We're both really excited to get started on it. For me, I started, I went to the location in Carmel, Indiana, and really loved it. I felt super special and kind of just felt like it was very inclusive. I felt like royalty almost, and it really drew my attention. And so we decided on that, and I'm glad that we did. It's been a really awesome experience so far. So,
Great. That's awesome. And did you go have a service?
yeah, I went and got him. It was one of my first massages ever, actually.
Okay.
And so I wasn't too sure on the whole aspect of the entire thing, but I'm glad I went, and it was a good experience. So.
Awesome. Very good. Well, Teresa, tell everybody a little bit about your background because this isn't your first pass at business ownership. So I think it's nice to hear that you're bringing Tony in, of course, but go ahead.
You're correct. So I'll skip all the other stuff, but I think what you're getting to is that I own Curves, that used to be Curves for Women exercise facilities for about 10 years. And I grew the business from one location to 10 locations in that time frame. That's and awesome. They were very successful. So I got out of that line of business about 2008 to 2009. And I was working, doing other things in between, but I decided that I wanted to get back into my own business. And so worked with Lisa and looked at several different franchise opportunities. And my son Tony also worked with us on looking at all of those, and we both decided that Woodhouse was the thing that we wanted to do, the place for us to be. So it was we went through a lot of different steps to get where we are. Right now, we're at the process of finding a location and getting the lease arranged for that location. And but there were several steps before. We did make a trip to home office and meet all the wonderful people there that are helping us, and they're really helpful in terms of assisting us step by step along the way. So I have the two franchise experiences to compare to one another, and Woodhouse is doing a fantastic job assisting.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with everybody. I mean, I think it's important, even though that you've had that experience and you've been through franchising, you kind of knew the lingo. I didn't have to explain FDD and royalty and that type of thing, but it's still like you still went through the process and you still step by step. And I think like validation, I think was what did it, because you knew you wanted to kind of be in that wellness type of space, but where to find the best one, I think as I remember, validation was just, okay, this is great. So
yeah, and I spoke with 5 different owners from around the country, and almost all of them were in the process of opening another location for themselves. Some of them already had 2 or 3 to start with, but yet they were opening another one.
Right. So smart. I mean, and thank you for taking that step, because I think, a lot of our smart people have already done this before, sometimes try to skip steps because you do kind of know it. And so I just give you credit for saying, okay, let's make sure that everything going on behind the scenes is kind of what we're being sold in the brochure is also happening. So good for you.
And I would say, Tony, you read the FDD too. I think that they're doing a real good job living up to what was in the FDD.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Well, congratulations, guys. Thanks for sharing. Let's tell everybody, though, your market, because I don't think we talked about that.
Missouri. We are really gung-ho on a location in the Ellisville area, right by Manchester Road in Missouri. So we just found a location and we're just getting started, but we're excited to get it going. And yeah, St. Louis, Missouri is it's kind of our hometown. It's where we've been all our lives. So we're going to bring it here.
Awesome. I don't always attend grand openings, but this is one that I might have to just muddle through.
Well, you might get invited to the friends and family.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you working with me and doing this to help other people understand, it's mothers and sons and fathers and daughters and, all sorts of family dynamic to make it work. So thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you,
I just
Lisa.
want to say that you've been an absolute pleasure to work with as well. And the contacts that you gave us have been, crucial in terms of all the background work that has to go on, creating your own corporation that supports the franchise. So thank you for all of that.
Absolutely. Well, it's my pleasure. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.